Hi, folks. People who've given your first slot. Hi, I had to translate everything I just said. People who gave their first slot, I know right now you'd be a little bit chilled, a little bit relaxed, a little relieved. So don't worry about it. I know you've given your best. The outcome is going to be proportionate to that. So relax about that. And people who are panicking for slot 3, I have one simple thing for you. Stop panicking, relax, take a chill pill. I know you do really well. Just see the analysis of slot 1. The basic thing is there's no change in the pattern. So whatever you've practiced so far in terms of mocks and other practice, you would go in the right direction only. And don't look at the complications, how complicated, how difficult the set was. So don't worry about that. Hi Aditya, good afternoon, man. What was this? Yours is slot 3. Relax, man, Aditya. So there's no change in the pattern, nothing new, nothing different. So you can relax about it. I know you would be a little bit chilled because if you are live at this moment, online at this moment, so I know you'd be a little relaxed. Done. So that's all I wanted to tell you. Otherwise, let's see if I can get someone else on board. In slot 1, people who've given slot 1. Anyone else who's watching me live? Aryan, you would given slot 1? Yeah, that could happen, man. Under pressure, a lot of people forget what they already know. It's just that you have to tap in that energy that you've gained, the confidence that you've gained. Yeah, Manu, there's always, come on, man, there's always options for you to bounce back. So chill about it, relax about it. You've given your best, and then we can see what it could do. LRDI was difficult. Yes, Raj, I know that. Was more difficult than 23. But then, sorry, more difficult than 24, obviously. But 24 was, I think, one of the easiest slots that we have seen, the easiest papers that we have seen so far. So don't worry about it. Last minute tips for slot 3. Nishchay, relax, man. Relax. You play football, so you know what happens in those 90 minutes. Does not just depend upon those 90 minutes, but what you've given so far. Yeah. Just like that, these 120 minutes are yours to take, and you just have to tap into what you've already learned and known. Yeah. VARC was lengthy. I think I've gotten the response the other way around. They're saying that VARC was not very lengthy. Passages were not very long, and this time they've not done anything new. So I think we are comfortable with that. Yeah. There was DI, man. Nishchay, there was one set from DI which was proper DI. So I think you should be a little bit relieved about that if you're comfortable with DI. And it seems like it was a little calculation based. So yeah. DILR is not hard, man. DILR is DILR. Please understand that DILR in itself is hard only. So if you're someone who's learned and practiced and gotten comfortable with the concepts, don't worry about it. Yeah. Exam was very easy. Cheers, man. Cheers. Number of questions to attempt in DLR would remain the same, Aditya. Aim at 50% and a little more. That's all you need to do. Yeah. So 22 questions were asked. Aim at answering 10-11 questions. I think you should be able to do 2 sets. This lot also, there were 2 sets that you could do quite conveniently. The only thing is you need to identify which are those 2 sets. So the option that you have where you can view the entire question paper in a PDF format, right? Just go for that. Use that. Take up that option. Give some time to each set. I've already told you, right? Go for, don't give more than 1 minute to decide whether you want to do that set or not. So 1 to 2 minutes, I think for 5 sets would be around 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes. That's the maximum you can do. Give those, 5 to 8 minutes is perfect, man. Perfect. So identify, I've already taught you what hide analysis is. Just go there and kill it, yeah? Sumit, I have not given the paper, buddy. I have not given the paper, but yeah, don't worry about it. You will get the response sheet and you'll get a better idea there what you have answered and what was the right answer, yeah? Saloni, from what I've heard from Vineet sir and Gaurav sir and Vikrant sir, quant was quite doable. There were a lot of direct questions also, direct arithmetic based questions from percentages, some direct questions from geometry as well. There was one with the area of rhombus, so that was a doable one, man. Anand, it's normal, yeah. It's normal. It's completely normal to be a little nervous, a little scared. Don't worry about it. Ho jayega. Don't worry. Uh, Priti, we will do a complete analysis on slot 1, slot 2, slot 3 to understand what was the difficulty level and what would be the percentile expectations and how we can see the cutoff varying. Yeah. Cheers, man, Aditya. Yes. I know Rahul sir and Vinit sir have given more than their 100% this time to make sure your preparation is at par, even beyond cat level. So don't worry about it. Relax, man. Love you guys. Yeah, cheers, man. SR, there was one map based question, but it had nothing to do with map per se. There was just the idea that there are 5 stations, but it was pure LR, right? Hardly any map based direct questions were there where you have to find the shortest distance, efficient way of traveling. None of that were asked. But you can expect, see, come on, everything is left up to them. They could ask from maps and networks, they could ask from. Games and tournaments as well. I'll hand over the camera to
do we have slot
Vikrant
3
sir.
people?
Yeah, there are a few slot 3 people as well.
सर क्या मैप एंड नेटवर्क एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं स्लॉट 3 में? मतलब एक्सपेक्ट करना या तो इससे बड़ी चीज़ एक्सपेक्ट करें ज़िंदगी में, पर ठीक है यार. What else, guys? How are things? Are there any queries particular to VRC? I'll just scroll the chat, try reading them. I'm assuming that if there is any slot 3 person, I'll definitely prioritize that individual. If you're in slot, if you were in slot 1, तो एक बार अपना feedback, review, opinion डाल देना यार. प्रीति, एक्सपेक्टेड परसेंटाइल यार बता देंगे. वैसे देखो वीआरसी तो आई एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी मोर और लेस लाइक लास्ट ईयर. शायद एक क्वेश्चन का फर्क पड़े. पिछले साल के कंपैरिजन में भी बैठूंगा तो शायद हल्का सा मुश्किल होगा ये औसतन उससे. तो 2-1 नंबर का फर्क, 2-3 नंबर का फर्क पड़ सकता है एक क्वेश्चन का. अदर देन दैट, विच चैनल आर वी ऑन? English. Okay, so we can actually have a difference of maybe around 1 question which would translate to 3 marks, maybe 2 marks. How much time you should be spending on LRDI per set? Going by slot 1, I think Acha sir must have answered this question, so why am I really picking it up? Number of safe attempts in VRC, assuming that we are talking about, so see, safe basically means clearing the sectionals, right? So clearing the sectionals would typically happen at around 6 questions. But for me, I'd say if you cross 95 percentile, that's absolutely awesome. So for that, you are looking at attempting around 12-13 questions. But for any well-prepared individual, 16-17 questions were definitely a distinct possibility going by slot 1. LRDI last tips. Once again, I'll just pass it on to Surana sir, and we can talk about LRDI and we can come back.
Yeah, hi guys. See, don't think about these last tips. There's nothing you can do with LRDI that would change. Just trust upon what you've done so far. Believe on yourselves and the preparation that you've done, and just go for it. Yeah. I'll hand it back to Vikrant sir.
Besides, the moment you start the paper and the clock starts ticking, all of these things anyway would become pretty redundant pretty fast. Anand Tiwari, yeah, definitely. I think going by slot 1, you'd find one easy RC passage and maybe another RC passage where 3 to 4 questions are going to be doable. I mean, even though they did try to create ambiguous options this time around, and they did succeed in some 3-4 questions in RCs, but if you're relying on the process of elimination, you definitely manage to get this right. Slot 1 में quant as compared to last year was easier. And if you have slot 3, I actually have questions here. I have 20 of the quant questions here. So let's see. So Anand, so definitely I think from RC itself you can get at least 7-8 questions. If not more, and then if you're somebody who prioritizes VO over RC, then maybe a combination can easily take you to 12-13 questions. So maybe get into third RC as well. Janvi, it would depend on the difficulty level, but my recommendation is first and foremost start with prioritizing the sequence. And even there, for example, I talk about the passage that I thought I'll attempt at number two. When I started it, within 15-20 seconds, I was like, oh, it appears that my assessment is not right. It is turning out to be tougher. So I just left it out and moved over to passage three. You just keep that calibration on. Going to load up on caffeine, then go for S slot 3. Harsh, don't load up on caffeine just about now. That'd be too soon. So typically caffeine takes around 30 to 60 minutes to reach its peak, and then it remains in your system for a few hours. So my suggestion is carry your caffeinated drinks to the examination center. They'll not allow you to carry anything inside, but you can sip on it and make sure that you time it so that you are done with it right before you enter the एग्जाम सेंटर. रोम्बस वाला क्वेश्चन बता दीजिए. रोम्बस वाला क्वेश्चन भाई देख, पीपल हु टीच क्वांट आर द वंस हु कैन हेल्प यू सॉल्व इट. I can tell you the question if that is what you want. And I heard Gaurav sir tell it to somebody that the answer was 30. So the question was, if the length of a side of a rhombus is 36 centimeters and the area of that rhombus is 396 centimeters squared, then the absolute value of the difference between the length in or difference of the value of the difference between the length in centimeters of the diagonals of the rhombus is. I heard Gaurav sir say 30. I don't know whether it's right or not, but then you'll have to check. What else? 24 with 74. The 24, going by slot 1, I think there were definitely a couple of questions in RCs that were very tricky and would have required a lot of effort. I would generally expect most of the aspirants to leave those. So if you so far attempt 24, be ready to maybe mark 2 or 3 questions for review and see. Mangesh, as compared to last year, yes, DILR appears to be a little tougher. Are shoes allowed? Absolutely yes. As long as they're not thick soled, they're absolutely okay. They're absolutely fine. Guru said hi. Hi back, Guru. So slot 2 is going on right now. We should start getting something from people at 2:30. We will go live at 2:20. Jeans में belt allowed है निश्चय. Normally they don't create a fuss about a belt, but I don't carry my belts in the examination hall. I typically leave them at home or in the car. I just try to minimize the friction in the entire process. VRC में हाँ बिल्कुल absolutely यार, the parajumbles were theta. So there were 2 theta questions in VARC. There were 2, 3 and 8. So 11 theta questions in DILR, and I think 8 theta in quant. Nischay, if you have an option of not wearing it, don't wear it. I said minimize the friction. Also, surprisingly, they do not allow you to wear your rings, etc. Gaurav sir did manage to go in with his ring this time around. Deep, not a sectional. If you want to, you can go ahead and read maybe some article from Eon essays, etc. Okay. So, chaliye, that's it for the day then. And I will see you in a little while once again. And we will catch up. We will talk. Take care. Have a great day. And to slot 3 people, all the best. In case you want to know about quant, I have Vineet sir around me. We can probably pitch in. Anybody wants to talk about quant?
Hi everyone. So quant, if we'll talk about that, I feel that like this is my personal belief, and I had a word with the students as well. So everybody was thinking that quant was slightly easier. So this is one very good thing. It was easy. The difficulty level that we faced in LRDI, so it was balanced by quant. Yes. So Nishchay, did you attempt slot 1? Mitali, last minute, no, Nishchay, last minute tips. Just stay cool and calm, yaar. We are just telling you about all the three sections. What happened with us in slot number one. That does not mean the same things will happen with you. If LRDI was tough in slot number one, does not mean that it will be difficult in slot three as well, right? So you must have heard of normalization and scaling. All these things will happen. So just attempt properly, stay cool and calm, and don't just study at this last moment. Just visit your center on time, and just do not panic when the things will start. Okay, and as your mentors have already told you, me, Rahul sir, Vikrant sir, we all have told you, Surana sir. So just be very calm in the first 5-6 minutes of the paper. Do a proper selection. When it comes to LRDI, select one set at a time, finish it off, start with the next set, right? And just keep moving ahead. In quant, you can expect the things will be normal, not very difficult. Sir, was quants more logic based or formula based? So deep quant, first of all, I would say that there were some direct questions as well, right? So what Vineet sir, what Rahul sir has taught you in the classes, okay? So there were direct questions as well, right? And some questions, like I remember one question from geometry that was on rhombus, okay? So that was also a very easy question. Then formula based question, area of rhombus was given, one side of the rhombus was given, you were asked about the difference between the diagonals. So you already have something like x square plus y square and the value of xy. So using this, you just have to find out the value of x minus y. So this, I believe these are very basic things that we have taught you in the class. कितने सेट्स थे LRDI में? So निश्चय, the pattern was exactly the same as that of 2024. So LRDI 5 sets. There were 2 sets having 5 questions each, and there were 3 sets having 4 questions each. So slot 1 LRDI was so much hard. Teju, it was not very difficult. Okay, very difficult ऐसा कुछ नहीं था, but it was doable. Fine. And if you are in your senses, I'm telling you, if you are calm, you are composed, you make a good selection in the first 4-5 minutes, then you will be easily able to finish 2 sets. Okay, so make sure that you finish 2 sets, cross the barrier of 90-91 percentile, right? And then whatever questions that you will do, they will be acting like bonus for you. So 3 variable 3 equation wala question bataiye please. Yes. Who is this? Preeti. So Preeti, in quant, there was a question like there were 2 equations that were given in 3 variables. Okay, so I'll just take an example, right? I'm not telling you the exact question. I don't remember the exact. I tell you the exact question.
Let me slash the question.
Yes. Wait. So the question says. नहीं सर, ये वाला नहीं.
कौन सा था?
नहीं और पलटो. 2 equations होंगी 3 variables में. So I'll tell you, there were 2 equations in 3 variables, and you will have to find out the value of the third set of variable. Okay, जैसे आपको a plus 2b plus 3c equal to 20, 5a plus 4b plus 9c equal to 30, and you will have to find out the value of the third set of variable. So the question was very easy. Sir, what is the level of LRDI and VRC? Rajat, Vikrant sir has told me VRC was pretty normal as compared to the last year. It was.
मतलब when we say normal, people usually find it difficult. So it was not unusually difficult or unusually easy. It's just like, so if you look at the last 3 years of PYQs, more or less along the same lines. Although I think it is going to be a little harder than CAT 24, but just a shade little. So should not really be a huge variation there.
Right. Sir, slot 3 मेरा RC read कर लूँ. Okay.
हाँ अभी I have a time machine, no? I'm just going, yes.
Somebody is asking slot 3 कैसा आएगा slot 1 के हिसाब से चले. So निश्चय ऐसा कुछ हिसाब नहीं होता कहीं पे भी. ठीक है, slot 1 does not have any resemblance or any difference from slot number 1. तो ऐसा कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ठीक है. Sir, LRDI circular arrangements करा था. LRDI circular. Yes, so there was one question on circular arrangements. I found that question doable. आराम से हो गया था मेरा. सर डर लग रहा है LRDI में. अरे प्रतीक, no need to fear यार, no need to get afraid of anything. Things will be pretty normal. Slot 1 was slightly difficult, but at the same time normalization will happen, right? Cutoff will go low. So you don't have to worry at all. Things will be balanced. So I'm preparing for CAT 26 and I want to give CAT 25 as mocks. So when will question paper come out? Okay. So Ayush, normally what happens is the response sheets are out within 1 week. Okay. So less than 1 week, 4-5 days may you'll be getting the response sheet. Okay. So after that you can practice the questions of CAT 2025. So in between the RCs questions. Was there in between RCs? Yes. So Sanjan, it's not that all the RCs were together. Okay. So in my paper, so what happens is the sequence of questions are different. For me, like me and Vikrant sir both were in slot 1. So for me, sequence of questions was different as compared to the questions that Vikrant sir got. But the questions were exactly the same. The sequence was different. So in my paper, first 4 questions were of VA, then it was RC, then there were some questions of VA, then it was RC, and so on. But for one RC, all the 4 questions were together. How many RCs did you attempt, sir? I think you were asking Vikrant, sir. I did not attempt any question in verbal ability. So in first section, I attempted 0 questions. So इस बार interest and ratios के questions आए थे. Yes, Ayush, there was one very simple question of simple interest plus compound interest, both of them together. So first of all, after 3 years and after 6.5 years, the amount were given, calculated on simple interest. From there, we have to find out the principal and rate of interest, and then they asked the interest for 2 years compounded semi-annually at the same rate of interest for the same principal. So the question was a little lengthy, fine, but it was easy once again. How many double sits in LRDI? Monkey Duffley, you can say that out of 5, 2 were doable. Okay, but selection is the key. If you are able to select that set, it will be fine, you will sail through. But if you'll get stuck and waste 7-8 minutes, you understand that you don't have to do that. VRC was like there was nothing surprising in VRC as per Vikrant sir, so I would say that it was moderate. LRDI tough tha sir, nahi Nazia, it was not that tough as compared to the last year. Yes, it was on a higher level of difficulty, but there were 2 sets which were doable. Quant was mostly multi-conceptual. Yes, so in Quant we have so many topics. So the questions were there from probably each and every area. I saw there was a question on the concept of mark price, selling price. There was a discount of 22%, right? So something like that. And then freebies were given. So on price of 12 articles, 13 articles were given, and we had to find out, I believe, the mark price of the article, something like that. Sudoku type set नहीं था. Sudoku type set नहीं था, but yes, missing tables पे था. Okay, missing values in the table. So table was not given. You'll have to obviously form the table, but it was a logical set. Yes. DI questions, if it is theta, yes, obviously the element of difficulty is increased because we don't have options to support. Sir, games and tournaments pe nahi. Pratik, slot 1 there was no set on games and tournaments, but that does not mean that we can remove the probability of questions coming from games and tournaments, a set coming from games and tournaments in slot 2 and slot 3. Slot 1 में नहीं आया, slot 2 और 3 में आ सकता है. Similarly, Venn diagram was not there in slot 1, but slot 2 और 3 में possible है. All the best निश्चय, all the best निश्चय. हम सबका आशीर्वाद तुम्हारे साथ है यार. All the blessings are, all the good wishes are with you. All the very best. प्रदीप, एक ही एडवाइस दूंगा मैं. Okay, whatever inputs you have taken from everywhere about slot number 1, whatever inputs you'll be taking from slot number 2, ठीक है, उनको सुनो and ignore करो. Do not enter the examination hall with any presets in your mind. Okay, सो ओपन माइंडेड होके जाओ, वहाँ पे कुछ भी आ सकता है, कैसा भी आ सकता है। LRDI अभी डिफिकल्ट था, अब इजी आएगा। क्वांट इजी था, अब डिफिकल्ट आएगा। कैसा कुछ भी हो सकता है हमारे साथ। ओके, ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट एवरीवन। सर, वुड यू लाइक टू टॉक?
मेरा हो गया
Blessing.
गाइस, ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट
All the
यार,
best.
bless you everybody, go give your best, cheers everybody.
Vineet sir, blessings to the students.
All the best, guys. Chak de fatte. Bye, guys.
Blessings to the students.
All the best.